All right, thank you so much, Joe. In the kitchen, we're making something great for summer. Strawberries, nice and sweet. Lucy Greer from Greer's Market and Catering is making strawberry shortbread bars. These look fabulous. Doesn't look like we need a whole lot to make them either.
No, not a lot of ingredients, so it's cheap to make and simple, and it won't take you too much time because everybody wants to be outside during the summer.
Eating these things.
Yes, eating these things.
So we need butter.
Yep, we're going to get started on the shortbread, and that's the crust that's going to go down. So I have a stick of salted butter. I'm using salted today because that's what I had. If you had unsalted, then you'll just add a pinch of salt to this. So okay. I'm going to start with that stick, and it's just room temperature, and I have half a cup of regular sugar and half a cup of powdered sugar. So we will just start that.
Need a hand mixer. Everybody needs a hand mixer in the kitchen. They come in handy so often.
They really do, and it's a pretty inexpensive tool if you're kind of just starting out and you're thinking of things, you know, what are the necessities that I need to stock my kitchen with. A hand mixer is really a good one, and you can pick one up for not too much money.
Oh, yeah. Yours is pretty fancy. I like yours. I like the color and digital on top. Mine's not that fancy in my kitchen, but it gets the job done.
This color makes it a little bit more fun to cook too.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to cream this together. That is what it's called when you mix butter and sugar together. It's just called creaming, and it's just going to take a couple minutes here. And then we are going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and add that in right now. And then the last ingredient to our shortbread is just a cup of flour. And of course we're going to put the strawberry topping on this to make our little bars, but this is just a traditional shortbread, and you could also just bake it off and then dust a little powdered sugar on top, and you'd have a dessert right there too.
Now you bake the shortbread, and then, it's hard to say, bake the shortbread, and then you're going to bring it out, and then you're going to top it with strawberries and put it back in the oven, right?
Exactly. That is what we're going to do. I have greased a 8x8 baking dish. So after this comes together, we're going to push it down in there. It's going to bake for about 20 to 25 minutes, and it's going to get nice and golden brown. And then, yes, we're going to pull it out, we're going to cool it down, and then top it with our delicious strawberry mixture. And I'm using strawberry today, but you could use your favorite fruit, apricot, blackberry. This time of year, a lot of people are making their own jams, and so if you had some fruit that you're growing, you can make your own and put it on here too.
You can pick this up at Greer's. This is nice and easy. Strawberries are good.
Yes, and actually I'm using what I always use, our Best Choice, which is one of our private labels in our store, all these products. So if you are pinching pennies or on a strict budget, these are just as good as the national brands. So something to look for when you're in the store. So it has come together. Like I said, I sprayed our pan here, so I'm just going to put it down in here.
See how nice that hand mixer is? Because you'd still be mixing it together if you were doing it literally with a spoon.
You could do it. They used to do it in the olden days, but
that's right.
These days it's nice to kind of be able to have that extra help. So we're just going to push this down, and then I'll throw it in that 350-degree oven, 25 minutes, and then we'll be ready to move on to the topping.
Great, and the recipe is on fox10tv.com on our Studio 10 page, so we'll let this bake for a few minutes.
Back in the Studio 10 kitchen with Lucy Greer from Greer's Market and Catering. Tell the folks what you're working on today.
Hey, we are working on some strawberry shortbread bars today. It's a quick and easy summertime dessert. And in the first segment, we put together our shortbread.
Which you see is still?
Yes, it is cooking.
Cooking
that was
away.
Simple. We had a stick of butter, we had half a cup of sugar, half a cup of powdered sugar, a little bit of vanilla and some flour. We mix that together with a hand mixer and put it in an 8x8 baking dish, and we're going to bake that at 350 for about 20 to 25 minutes until it's nicely brown.
Sure.
And now we are mixing up the topping. Today I'm using strawberry preserves because strawberry is my favorite, but you can use whatever is your favorite. Blueberry, blackberry, anything will work. And we're going to add half of a lemon to this to kind of thin it out a touch. And with all of the sweetness going on, a little bit of acidity really brings a bright freshness to it. And actually, now I'm going to add half a teaspoon of cinnamon.
Ooh, I like cinnamon.
Yeah, cinnamon is going to work well with that lemon juice and just kind of bring a warmth to the bars also.
I don't like cinnamon strictly by itself, though.
And actually, cinnamon is really good for you. It has a lot of health benefits, and people now are taking cinnamon capsules.
Really?
So anytime, you can dash on a little bit of cinnamon to anything is a good thing.
Very cool. While you're mixing that up, Greer's has a birthday coming up this summer.
Yeah, Greer's does have a birthday. We are going to be celebrating our 98th anniversary this summer in July. We started in 1916, so maybe that day I can make a birthday cake or something. And that's coming up, so we'll of course have lots of sales going on and events in all 31 stores. So we're just plugging along and enjoying the summer. We love the summer at Greer's. We cook out as much as we can on the weekends,
Nice.
and lots of people love to shop our meat departments, and so it's just a great time for us to push what we really enjoy, and that's being with the family, cooking around the grill. So it's a good time of year.
I'm glad you said that, because actually I missed Lucy's last segment last Wednesday, but she made these delicious burgers, and my mother-in-law saw it on Studio 10 even though I was not here, and we made those for Father's Day. They were fantastic. There's barbecue sauce mixed in, cheese in the middle, all that kind of stuff. So we made a Lucy Greer recipe on Father's Day.
Well, I am glad. Please tell
Yeah.
your mother-in-law I said thank you, and happy Father's Day.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was great. We loved them. The burgers were delicious. So
Good.
go check out that Greer's Meat Market for sure, and we will follow up with this in just a little while to finish up our strawberry shortcake bars. Thanks a lot, Lucy.
Thank you.
Guys.
Lucy Greer from Greer's Market and Catering is in our kitchen making strawberry shortbread bars. We were just talking about when we were little, licking the bowl. Remember, that was the best part when you're making cookies or some kind of dough. So you have the shortbread made here, Lucy, and now we're going to do the topping.
Yeah, we pulled the shortbread out of the oven. That was our butter and our powdered sugar and our regular sugar and our flour and vanilla. We baked that for 25 minutes until it's just nicely golden brown at 350 degrees. And then we mixed up our topping here. It's cooled a little bit. And I used strawberry preserve today, so it was a cup and a half of that. We put in a half of a lemon, the juice, and a little bit of cinnamon. So I just mix that together, and now I'm just going to pour this over here. We have our oven still on 350 degrees, so we'll put this back in for about 20 more minutes. And then once they cool, they'll just cut into nice little squares like that.
You can really smell that cinnamon. It smells very, very good. This is something easy. Kids are home for the summer, and this is something easy you could do with the kids. The kids are going to love it. And that's why we were talking about licking the bowl. And, you know, when you're a kid, heck, when you're an adult, you still like to lick the bowl. It's fun.
Yeah.
It never gets old.
Not at all.
And as you were talking about the strawberries and the strawberry preserves, I was looking at this label on the back of the strawberry, strawberry preserves. Save a label. If you want to help a nonprofit organization that's close to your heart, save labels. And Greer's wants to help you guys.
Yes, we have, or really our wholesaler, AWG, who we buy from, has a couple private labels that we carry in our stores, Always Save and Best Choice, which are just as good as national brands. I use a lot of Best Choice products on the show. And the Save a Label program, if you go on our website and click on the Save a Label, you can find it. Any nonprofit, what you do is just sign up and you collect the UPCs off of any Best Choice product in the store, any department. I mean, there's thousands, and you just submit them. All you do is cut them out, mail them in, and you get, I think it's a penny or something like, sorry.
You get money for your favorite charity.
For your favorite charity.
That's how it works. Break it down.
Anything, yeah, it's so easy, and that's just free money. And budgets are so tight across all areas, whatever organization you're involved in. And a lot of people, everybody's always looking for donations and things. And this is something that the people involved in your organization, church, you know, anything.
So before you throw it away, cut that label, cut the UPC, collect them, and raise some money for your favorite charity. A wonderful thing that the folks at Greer's are doing. So we'll put that information and this recipe on fox10tv.com on our Studio 10 page. We're going to put these back in the oven, let them finish cooking so we can eat them.